Oh, I gotta add my one on the stage. Okay. And we're about to get our guests back. Look at this one. Oh, okay.
We're gonna
Okay. Balancing life and dance. We're about to bring our guest on to talk about balancing life is the end dance. That's what I'm gonna have her come on and talk about when she gets back in, because we know that can be a problem to balance both those things. What do you? Why are you getting the guest on? Do you have any thoughts about that, Herman? H2O. How do you balance life and dance? Well, first of all, I will say H2O do not balance life and dance. He just likes to dance. But anyway. But you know, we have family and all this kind of stuff. And you know, people be like, you know, when you don't come around. We're just waiting on we're trying to get our guests back on.
boom, there we go. Go back to extreme because she should be coming in there.
I'm on there. Oh, okay.
She's there.
So yeah, that's one we're talking about this morning, balancing life. And it's just not with just with dance, but it's important to balance life.
Extreme. Did you get it?
This morning we tried to get everything going before we even got on, but we still had a few little difficulties that we're ironing out this morning. See if we can get a few little nuggets from our Lady B this morning. That's what they call her, from Dallas. We can get her back on the live. Well, yeah, in between time, we'll go back to talking about it. Just how do you balance life and dance, or how do you balance work and dance, or whatever you have going on? How do you find some balance?
How do you find balance in life and dance?
Yes. Anybody have any comments on that? You can comment on this. Put your comment on, and we will see it here.
All right, here we go. So we are live everywhere. All right. Lady, we got you.
Okay, here's our
guest is coming on.
Oh, Lady B, we just waiting on you. We see your screen, and so we're just waiting on you to come back on. Okay, that's because I'm on the other thing. It's slower than my Facebook.
There you go.
We don't see your picture right now, Lady B. We're just waiting. Is your camera on?
Are you able to hear us?
Oh, did I add her to the stage?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you added her to the stage. But anyway, I would balance life and dance. Well, I mean, sometimes you got to go to some of the say that. Like, how do you balance life and dance? Well, I mean, sometimes you got to go to some of the stuff that Herman had. Okay, I ain't doing that. Herman had the cable people come over here and rewire the whole house pretty much. And the outside, he told them we're not tolerating this slow internet no more, because that internet was tripping.
All right, Lady B, are you there?
We're just waiting on our guest this morning. We're supposed to start having guests, and then we won't have two days a week where we don't have guests. And on those 2 days a week, anybody can chime in, and hopefully Herman remembered that and has a schedule. Nobody for every day, but I think he have. Nobody tomorrow. That's good.
Hey,
that's good, because we're going to talk about some counseling subjects.
You're on.
We're gonna eventually talk about one today if we can't get our guest on right, because we're gonna.
I'm gonna end. Let me see.
So the subject I brought up today was before we started talking about the balance in the dance. If we don't get back on, was sexless relationships or sexless marriages.
That's not us.
and then he always think everything is about us anyway. Yeah, this has nothing to do with us. Just because we have a conversation. But yeah, but it's something that people have brought to me in counseling. It's something that people have brought to me many times in counseling. And it hasn't been easy for me to answer because number one.
Your mic is muted. It shows your mic is muted.
We're still waiting to get our guest back on.
So if you unmute the mic at the stage, unmute your mic. Okay, go. I can't see. That's okay. Lady B, can you say something? See if we can hear you. No. Make sure your mic is not muted. It's that little mic.
Tell her to come back out and come back in.
Let's go back out and come back into it. Let's go back out and come back into it. Let's see.
Anyway.
So a few days a week, what we're going to talk about. So she's a licensed therapist, and so
I'm a doctor of psychology.
A doctor of psychology.
And a licensed therapist, yes. Yeah.
So
I have my new book. What is a new book? I have this book out. So these books, let me see. Add to stage. You've been here, but okay. So these books. Let's see what they show about. So anyway, these books are, you read it. You read this book. Okay. Beautiful. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about some more stuff tomorrow. So anyway, Lady B, I had a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So earlier you did talk about balancing life in dance, like balancing, family, friends even.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have friends that you had before dance?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you balance that? I really don't be going to nothing because I'm always going to dance. But how do you balance that? Like friendships that you had before dance?
Well, friends that I had before dance, we have been friends over. My son is 30. He don't want me to tell his age. So we've been friends, I'm going to say 36, 37 years. And my son is on here. Hey, Ace. We've been friends over 36, 37 years. So they don't even dance. They will come out sometimes with me and they come out to support me. So that's why you may see me somewhere teaching a class and maybe some people with me and they don't dance. And, people will constantly come to the table, hey, you want to dance? And, one of my girlfriends, I have a group of girlfriends that we've been friends, man, I'm going to say 40 years, really, because it's been a long time before my son was born. And we don't really travel in the same circles. When I started dancing, it changed a little bit, but we do still support each other in what we do. I can say that one of my friends, we were sitting in my garage and she was like, let me show you the basic steps. And I was like, man, because I was getting so frustrated and she doesn't dance. And we started counting, doing the I said, okay, that's it. I'm going to do this dance. But she doesn't dance, and one of my other friends came to my class and was a part of my first graduating class. And I have friends that don't dance. But they say they love coming out, watching the dance, supporting me in the dance, supporting the dance community or whatever. And, I have a life outside of dance. I have a family life and I have a Shauna life. The people that I'm really close to, I'm Shauna to them. I'm not Lady B. But my brand is Lady B, and people that don't really know me, they know Lady B. And, so it's
How did that
challenging
come
at
about?
times.
How did that come about, your brand?
When I started, actually, when I started dance, I started helping another dance instructor. They used to call him the Mayor of Swing, Edward Smith, and I would help him with his basic steps for his very first beginners. And he gave me that nickname, Lady B. Lady B. He used to always call me Lady B, Lady B, and it stuck. And so, Brown is my last name. Hence
So
the Lady
that's
B.
why he said Lady B, because it was Brown last name. Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, I didn't mean to get you off the subject of balancing. What about like as a mother? How was you able to balance like you being a mother and promoting? Because you promote too, right?
Absolutely.
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 Is that a lot of work for you?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So
sometimes why you do that?
So it's not an overnight success, if you will, using that term loosely. When I started at I believe it was Buttons, and I didn't just start there, but when I started teaching my own class at Buttons and Addison years and years and years ago, I started working with DJ Breeze, and we were hitting the pavement, passing out flyers. I would get my son, his friend, hey, we'll buy y'all food, or, we give y'all a little change, y'all want to help, my stepson, anybody we could get to help us to push along our project. Yeah. And so, with my son, he's always been self-sufficient, and his thing is he's one of my biggest supporters, my entire family actually. But he'll say, Mom, you got this, it's not like, when are we going to do this or when are we going to do that? But we do have mother-son dates, and he's an adult now, but we still have mother-son dates. Yes.
That's great. That's great. But that's one way you did it. You allotted time for y'all, but he was involved with it too. So those two things, he liked it too. He enjoyed helping you. And the second part was that you selected certain time for him, for you and him. Y'all had like y'all own little date time and stuff.
Yes.
Y'all still do? And he 30 something?
Yes, we do.
Oh, excellent. Yes. My kids need to come and take me on a date. My grown kids. That's excellent that you do that. So what you said, but promoting for the most part, but do you ever ask yourself, do you say, why do I do this? Do you ever say that?
I have before, and I even vowed, okay, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm not doing this anymore. But it's something in me that will not let me not do it. And I got to that point when my dad passed, because I was running. And I just felt like, I think I had 4 or 5 classes back then. And we were going to Houston trying to see about my dad. And I was coming back teaching classes, a lot of that, people never knew about. And, and I try to keep my personal life separate from swing dance, because what I do in swing dance, a lot of time it's not encompassing in my personal life. And, so there's Shauna Brown and there's Lady B. So, it's interesting. And that's why I say it's been a journey, this journey has so many.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
It has so many. It has so many pages.
Been a journey. I want the AI to clip this. AI clip this. So talk about a journey. Just talk about a journey.
Well, that's part of the journey. Going from teaching 4 or 5 days a week
Mhm.
and traveling a
Uh-huh.
lot, and just knowing that at the end of the day, my family's still there. They didn't charge me with, oh, you didn't make this, or you didn't come to this, or you didn't come to that. It was always, how did it go? What happened?
Oh,
Did you have
really?
a good time? So it's the support system. It really
Mm.
is. My friends, they're the same way. I saw you out there, and not that you're looking for accolades or kudos, but like you said, in the balance, it's like I don't want anyone to feel that they're not getting the best of me,
Okay.
and so that goes from family to friends.
Okay. You don't want people to feel like they don't get the best of you, but they don't give you that back.
Absolutely.
They just be so happy to see you having a good time.
Right. Oh, they give it back.
No,
They
they
do give
do.
it back. Yeah, they give it back.
They'll be like,
They give it
you didn't
back.
show up
They
for
give
me.
it
You
back.
didn't. All you want to do is that dancing. If I would have invited you
Yeah.
to the dance, you would have been there. But that's what my kids will say every now and then. If I would have invited you, if it was a dance
Yeah.
event, you'll have time. That's what they tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. They give it back. They do give it back, but it's all in love. But yes, they give it back, girl. They give it back. Oh,
Let me
so
see.
don't forget, but for me, it's a reminder
Uh-huh.
as to where I came from, because don't forget that we got this going on or we got that going on. I'm like, oh crap. And anybody that know me knows, send me a flyer, text, or something so I can put it on my
Tell me the day
calendar.
before.
Because
I would have forgot.
yes.
They be like, but you
And
ain't gonna forget
so,
that dance.
girl,
First
let me tell
Friday.
you, I have, and left my house running, getting dressed in the car. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh my
First
God, what am I supposed to be
Friday,
doing today?
first Saturday is this, first Sunday is this. You know that by heart. But Herman, you got any questions for her? Because Herman really knows you. Do I be seeing you in Dallas when I be down there?
Yes, ma'am, you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My my memory is shot because we know a lot of people. Like, did you from
Right.
Houston? Houston people. The Dallas people. It'd be kind of hard to keep up with. Who's
That's
who.
okay. That's
All
okay.
right. All right. So let me go to comments because it's important that we interact with our guests. So coming from your Facebook page, baby, we have Dondra in Watson, and she says, "Hey, I finally caught y'all.
Oh, okay.
Juice
Thank
Smith,
you.
prioritize life. Let's
Okay.
dancing. Let's dance.
She said, let's dance or less dancing.
Let
Less
It
LES.
said, let dancing become another part of life and not the escape from life.
Well,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
All
What do
right.
you say about that? Not the
All
escape
right.
from life, but another part of life. What do you say about that, Lady B? Let it
It's
become a part of
actually for
life.
me that's twofold because I'm never escaping what I'm doing. I'm just taking a break from it so I can renew my thought process and I can look at things from a different lens. When I dance, it's like my mind is on dancing. And so when I come back, because I never escape it, never.
For
I
real,
just
huh?
I
How
step
do you?
away.
You're a promoter, especially.
Right. I step away and I come back with fresh eyes and
Uh,
hopefully see things a little differently than I did in the beginning.
you get a little bit rejuvenated. You go away, get a little break, come
Yes.
back rejuvenated. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give Herman. Did you
All
have
right.
any questions
Now,
for me?
right. I'm still.
Oh, sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
now on my Facebook page,
Say hi to everybody first.
hey
Acknowledge their
everybody.
name. No, I mean their name by name.
It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It's not like that anymore. Now Lisa Jones, she says, "Good morning, my people," and she also sent me some other stuff I'm gonna bring up in a minute. And Jerome, actually, Deonica, and some other people. Now, Antonio
Hey, good morning, y'all.
says,
Get y'all coffee.
Grand Rising family. Now
I got a big coffee.
let me go into. All right. So Miss Lisa Jones, she said the song let my DC listen to see what she can come up with. And then that's what I think that's what she's saying the song is.
What?
Let the song let my DC.
Dance community? Or is it, what's DC?
Oh, okay. So I think this is a song you may be working on. I'm gonna play a.
You working on the song?
I am choreographing a song for a performance that will happen in Alabama for the Spring Fling. So
really?
I don't know why she put that in there. We still working on it, but yeah.
But you ever did that before? Like that was your first time doing something like that, or?
I don't know. I choreograph all the time. I choreograph
music.
I'm sorry.
You could choreograph music?
No, I choreograph steps to music, dance, line dances, steps.
Did Herman give you our dance so you can get choreographed for us? Or the H2O flow? Did he give you that? Did Herman give you the H2O flow? We need you to get the line dance to it.
No, he didn't.
Why you didn't give her the H2O flow? He got off of it for a minute. We need to get back on it. We wrote the H2O flow. It's a song.
Okay.
And, we need to get the line dance to it. So we would like to hire you to do it for us. Because so we be doing 1,000 things. We would love to hire you to do that. And we're gonna send it to you and you just tell us if it's a fee or whatever we need to, and then we need to get that going because we do 1,000 things too over here, you know that.
Gotcha.
But sometimes you need to allot somebody to do something, in particular someone who does it and that's what they do. That's what we would love to give it to you since you do that. And then we gonna start putting the H2O flow out there. By our next party, we would love to be dancing the H2O flow. Since he is a DJ, we can play our music. I wrote a song for him called the "You Are My Superstar."
Okay. All right.
So what else do you do? Tell us a little bit more about you. Like
you have any events coming up? Any events coming up that you'd like to let us know about, or anything of that nature?
I have talked to a couple of people, and maybe some things coming down the pipe, as far as Forever Swing, maybe doing a day party with Forever Swing, and possibly something else on a Wednesday, maybe midweek. And I also I've been going back home, which is East Texas, teaching there as well, teaching line dances and just hosting an event. So just let me give you just a quick snippet of some of what I do. When you do hire me for an event, and I do swing dance classes. I still teach swing dance. That's my passion. But I also have people that will actually call me, Lady B, can you host this event for me? And I'm like, sure. So what works really well for me in that is I'm an instructor. And when I'm hosting, that instructor part comes out and it just kind of ties to the hosting part. Hey, let's get some people on the floor, get you guys dancing. And so it just kind of ties in together. And that is something that I really, really enjoy. And I've hosted weddings. Oh my God. Anniversaries, birthday parties, reunions, you name it. I think I probably did it.
No, okay. I want to do a Dancing with the Stars. I ain't put it out there yet. I just had it. John C. just happened to say the other day, this ain't dancing. We don't have sponsors. This like Dancing with the Stars. I'm like, well, I don't know why we don't have Dancing with the Stars. Oh, we don't have sponsors. Let's have sponsors and let's have Dancing with the Stars. Well, I just put it out there. I just had it with my thing. I'm like, well, we can do it. So we start coming together like other people do. They don't do it like as one person. They do that as a big group. But if we start having a big enough group, we can have Dancing with the Stars. There's no reason that we can't.
Yeah, put it
You
in
know
the
what I'm
atmosphere. You just did it.
Right. We just connect together, connect people together, and we have Dancing with the Stars.
So this is normally how stuff happens. So she just shovels it out there, and then I gotta run with it. Like,
He said he got a room with it. No, I just said it, and then hey, but I know we could do that if we connect some people together. We could have Dancing with the Stars, and we could travel with Dancing with the Stars if we wanted to do that, and we put the work into it, and we collaborate with people, which is we can do as Black people. We can collaborate with each other if we start having an attitude of, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work with people because I can do it. I have the ability to work with people, and I'm going to do it.
Right.
We're not going to do all this drama and all this foolishness, and we're going to sit down and talk about things, and if we have a problem with things, we're going to sit down and work it out, and we're going to do this Dancing with the Stars and travel around, and highlight people, highlight dancers from different communities, and our Dancing with the Stars. We're gonna make it like a real Dancing with the Stars, and we can actually. Yeah, we can really do it. We could do it if we wanted to do it. It's just that just do it.
When you take fun out of dance, it becomes something different. And I always made myself a promise. Whenever dance started not to be fun for me.
That happened to you? Dance stopped being fun? That's one time?
No, I said when I made myself a promise, whenever dance starts not to be fun for me, I wouldn't do it anymore. It hasn't started not to be fun, but we kind of leave that part out. There is, there's an enjoyment in this. It's so amazing. And, and you can go somewhere and do this dance where no one knows you and leave people in awe. And they're like, oh my God, what was that? So from the discussion last night, I molded over that, and I was like, okay, that is so good. So we just got to get back to our basics.
What's the discussion last night?
We need
basics.
There was a discussion about just getting back to basics. People, nailing down their basics, and I totally agree with that.
Because I say the basics have a lot to do with a lot of things. To me, in my personal opinion, even me, I could still say I'm still working on some of my basics, because I call the basics a lot of stuff. Basic steps, obviously, learning to be wherever you're supposed to be. Knowing how to be where you're supposed to be. I call all this basics. Keeping your feet.
So those are techniques. What you're talking about now, those are techniques. Your basic steps, or is your basic step your full turn, half turn, the walk, transition, and then you incorporate the things that you're talking about, the techniques, where your feet should be, where how a guy should hold your hand, how he should lead you. You should feel the lead. He shouldn't be able to push when he's leading you. Your arms, they feel noodled. They feel like they're just like he's waving a flag or something. So it's so many different parts to it.
Say that again, because you left for a second.
Okay. So the basic steps that I was referring to is your basic steps for swing dance: full turn, half turn, transition, walk, behind the back, and of course your actual basic steps starting out. Those are your basic steps. And then the other things would be different types of incorporated in learning your basic is the techniques. Where should my body be? How should my arm be? Where should I hold my hands? How should I stand on the dance floor? Poise. This dance, if you are standing upright, and I'm not saying be stiff or look like somebody just put you on an ironing board and ironed you, but just poise. I tell the ladies in my class, ladies, shoulders back, chest out, and it looks so amazing. So, I mean, just, it's so many other things that are incorporated into that, but, getting the basic steps.
I think I'm just talking about the basic structure of dance, not necessarily steps. Okay, I'll get the steps, but see, I still say that even if you know it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, but how do you count it? Your swing? Because I mean,
I counted 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and I also some people learn 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I use both counts because people come to my class and they've learned different counts, and so I use them all.
Oh, okay.
So that everyone can be comfortable.
So I say when I'm talking basics, I'm talking about like I'm not just saying the basic steps. I'm just like I guess I'm saying the basic dance, and so I feel like all that's basic. I feel like just if you know how to take 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. If you don't know how to shift weight, in my perspective, I'm saying you still don't know the basics if you don't know how to shift weights. If you won't really stand up with your posture, I'm still like you don't know basics because your weight is shifting over into your dance in a way like you're standing like that. So then your weight is not really shifting right. So then I'm like, you still don't know, in my opinion. I don't not the steps. You may know the steps. You may know 7, 8 if you're a stepper. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then if you don't know how to shift your weight, then I still say you don't know the basics. Me personally. If you don't know, you don't know how because you're not weight. If you don't know how to hear the music, then I still say you don't know the basics. Me personally, this is just me. Not the steps. Yeah, you know the steps, but you don't know when you're supposed to take the steps because you're not hearing the music, and so you don't know when you take steps. Yeah, you know you're supposed to take 8 steps, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if you don't know that you got to wait on the beat and that you need to be lean back, you need to be back on your 6 so that you can you can wait on the beat for your 7. To me, you still don't know the basic steps. So I call all this, you know the basic steps, you know 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you don't know when you're supposed to take your step. Because especially in stepping, you take your step at a certain time. You don't just take your step because you know a lot of people do. They know the step, they know the count, they know you're supposed to take a step. They don't know when you're supposed to take it. They don't shift their weight, so they're not in their weight. Their step is all over the place. Your steps need to be in a certain place in front of the lead so that you're not moving around. So then if their steps is all over the place, I still say don't know the basic steps. Because yeah, you know that the basic step, you're supposed to step with your foot, but you don't know where you're supposed to step at. So then I still say you don't know the basics. And so that's why I say, like, especially with stepping, a lot of people, most people who messing up in the dance, they do not know the basics. They know 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't know when you're supposed to take 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't know where you're supposed to take it. They don't know when you're supposed to travel, like what foot, when you're supposed to travel, what foot you're supposed to be traveling on. They don't understand there's a structure, the up, back, 7, 8, or they don't know that the dance is kick, cross, or step, cross. You know, that the structure of a few of the basics. They don't, but they know 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But to me, that's just a small piece. Yes, well, then in that case, I say they know the number. They know the numbers in the dance. They don't know what you do with the numbers. So then I still feel like
that would be me because I'm not that good at stepping, so that would be me. However, I do know how to follow. So if a guy is leading me to do those steps, then I would do my best to follow him. But as far as knowing those basic steps and where your the footing and all that, I watch it a lot, but that would be me because I wouldn't.
I think
my
Herman
thing is
swing dance. I'm talking about now with that stuff. I think Herman's starting to know what I'm talking about with that stuff. I agree on his head. I'm like, because that's usually I don't know about the swing. I don't know because I'm still getting better with swing because I got out of swing when I wasn't talking. I mean, when I wasn't talking to Herman, because the way Houston is weird. On the South side, well, now that Herman is here and we're over here doing a lot of swing, it's more so. There's hardly no swing on the South side in Houston.
Okay.
They swing on the North side. On the South side in Houston, we step mostly in two-step, Houston two-step. Mm-hmm. On the North side, they swing, they do a little stepping, not as much, but they swing, they do a little ballroom over there. and they do Houston two-step. Houston two-step is over the whole Houston. That's a big dance in Houston. But they do a lot of Houston two-step. They do a lot of swing out. And, so the sides, if you're not on the north side, you barely swing out in Houston. Now that we're here and we are Southsiders and we swing a lot, there's more swing out, on the south side. But at first, there wasn't. So it was weird. I barely ever swung out. I knew I started with swing out with John Seegers, but I just barely ever done it. But so anyway, but that's to me. So when I be talking about the basic, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
Okay.
yeah, you know the basic steps, but you don't know where your steps supposed to be. To me, if you know the basic steps, but you don't know where your steps supposed to be at, you still don't know the basics.
That's true.
If you don't know the basic step, but you out of place, you over there, your lead is right in front of you, but you over there, you still don't know the basics because
That's true.
Where are you?
That's
Why
true.
are you over there?
Do you have a 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I'd probably do. But why your feet, so that's me with the basics is that's even me. I'm still learning the basics because I mixed so many dances. When I started dancing, I do about 14 dances.
Okay.
So whenever I first started dancing, instead of me just learning one dance for like 6 months, like everybody told me, or 8 months, I did one dance for like 2 months. And I hung out for like 2 months. And then I found stepping. And then I found two-stepping. Well, I found two-stepping first. And then I found stepping. And then I found salsa. And then I found I do them. And then I found country. And then I'll be mixing. I found Zouk. Kids. Belly dancing. She left.
No, I think
I found Zouk, kid, Kizomba, all of that stuff. And so it took me a lot longer to really perfect, not that I'm perfect at it, but to perfect dance because I was mixing dances.
All right. So we're at the 9 o'clock hour. So
thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. Anything you want to leave us with, give us some words of wisdom that you've learned throughout your years. We got time that you've learned throughout your years. If you would like to give people some nuggets.
All I can tell you is just keep dancing, just keep dancing and keep enjoying the dance. But what I really, really, really want to say is please, 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 learn your basics. Practice your basics, even when you're not in class. Practice, practice, practice. Herman was in one of my classes. He'll tell you, I would tell people, practice, even when you're not here. A lot of times you go to class and when you're done with class, you're done with the dance. That leaves you with having to catch up when you come to class, because if you're not practicing what you're doing, then it's a memory thing, your muscle memory and your mind, once that muscle memory and your mind connect, man, it's a beautiful thing. And, then you may not have to count as much. People get caught up. I don't want to count. I still count. I've been dancing since 2007 and I still count. Right. So it's nothing wrong with counting. It's, it helps you to maneuver where you need to be, when you need to be there. And my whole thing is, I used to tell people all the time, hey, y'all come hang out with me and I'll see you on the playground. Playground is the dance floor.
But that is important when you go home practice, because that's annoying. Like if a student come back every time and they ain't practice between time and then it's like they brand new every week. Like, man, go practice at your house too. Oh.
Are you guys there?
I don't know. That's Herman. Hello, you can't hear me? Hello?
Are you there? Oh, I think something's going on with the internet connection. It fell.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, we'll pray everybody out, because I don't know. I think he said he thinks it's the internet.
Yeah, I think the internet connection is failing. I just had them. They came out and fixed it, and I think it's the internet.
Hello?
Failing. Can you hear us?
I don't think so. She can't hear us. It's the internet.
Hello. Unmute. Hey, Lady B, can you hear us? Darn.
I don't know.
It's the internet connection. Oh. All right. Can you hear us, Lady B? Hold on. Yeah, the internet.
Okay. That's
all right. Let's pray us out. All right. Lady, thank you for coming on and joining us. We appreciate you. And God, please give everybody everything they need to get through the day, get through the week. We will be on. We will be on tomorrow morning. If anybody needs anything, any counseling, Doctor.
Yeah, you can chime in with any counseling questions, or if you want a little brief counseling yourself, come on there. You can leave your picture out if you want to, or your name, and just come on anonymous. Send a friend on anonymously, whatever you want to do.
All right. Well, love y'all. Thanks for joining. Bye. See y'all tomorrow.
So yeah, don't say